How you doing? Welcome to the channel, Cali Legends Media. All right, so I did a video earlier. Was a little bit more on the more serious side, but about the holidays and the homies that are locked up, and a little bit on the people out in the streets, and just how we do the holidays, right? So it wasn't a video that uplift your spirits or bring you down too much. Pretty much cruised in the middle of that. Right now, I want to do a video more that'll lift our spirits, And I was remembering some things. You know what got me started? I went to go buy some gum, And as I was chewing the gum, I remembered my carnala, rest in peace, Lillian. Used to call her Flaca. That was Joker, the guy in the guitar video with the big brocha. Yeah, that was his wife and a mother of 5 daughters. Anyways, it was reminding me that when I was little, she would call me over to the ironing board, and she'd open a piece of gum and say, "Open your mouth." And I'd open my mouth and she'd stick the gum in there, right? She'd tell me, "Chew it. You better not swallow it, huh?" She says, "Chew it, and when it doesn't have sugar no more, bring it back to me." So I'd skip away, man, all happy as hell. I got me a big old piece of gum in my mouth, chewing the shit out of it. I didn't even forget to give it back to her. She'd have to call me again. Well, like I said, she called me to the ironing board, right? And what she was doing is she was ironing her hair. She had real long hair, and she used to put a newspaper and then put her hair out on it, and another newspaper, and then she'd iron it, till it was all straightened out and flat. It was something that the girls did, besides teasing their hair into them big old pompadours. And I could have sworn that spearmint was a gray color gum. But when I took it out of my mouth a little while ago, the damn thing was green. I don't know if they started making green sticks. If anybody remembers, let me know. I have a pack of double mint right here, and I was going to open it to see if these ones were like a white beigeish color, the color of the gums that I remember. But they packaged the shit so tight, it too much trouble to open. I need a knife or a razor or something. And yeah, I wasn't about to get all into that project right now. I wanted to make this video. But if the gums were grayish brown, color, before, just curious, because that's the way I remember them. Anyways, at some point, my sister would call me back, and scold me. How come you didn't tell me that the sugar was gone, this and that? And she'd stick her finger in my mouth and search for the gum and get it and pull it out of my mouth. And she'd rinse it and chew it, That was her way of getting sugarless gum. I was the sugar extractor. Anyways, that little thing took me on a trip about her ironing her hair. And then I started remembering other things like stretch belts and suspenders, things that you don't see no more. You don't see the old stretch belts. Used to have the initial on the buckle, little clip buckle, or the suspenders we used to wear, with the little metal pieces that you'd adjust the length of the suspender right here on the chest, 2 of them, and one on each side. And I thought a little bit more about things that used to be that are extinct now. One thing I haven't seen in decades is a ducktail. I remember my dad used to go to this barbershop on Whittier Boulevard behind Johnson's called, the barber's name was Leo. Very well-known pinto. Yeah, he was with the business on another level. Big Leo of the barbershop. If anybody knows him, let me know. He passed away already, but he worked behind Johnson's for the longest. Uh, everybody used to go there behind Johnson's, you know, not just for haircuts. But anyways, my point of the story is that my dad used to go over there and get his hair cut, and they used to cut it with a ducktail in the back. And I was little, and they used to put pomade in my hair and comb my hair back, right, and cut me a little ducktail, you know. But I was little. I was just a little puppy, you know. And yeah, I remember the ducktails, and they were already like fading out. But it's been decades since I've seen anybody with a ducktail. I'm not going to get into the shoes. Basically, the shoes are still around that we used to wear before. You don't see too many Imperials or Hush Puppies, but you still see the Stacy Adams, the Floor Shines, the Biscuits. They're still very popular today. Yeah, but them stretch belts were a trip. I know some people use those army belts, but those stretch belts, they were a thing for a long time. That and the little crosses, the little crosses that the homies would wear in their ears, you know, when they started piercing their ears. You'd pierce your left ear. If you pierced the other side, that meant that you were on the other team, basically, you know. But yeah, everybody was wearing crosses for a hot minute. Comb their hair back and put a hairnet on to train it back, right? And I guess a couple of people, I remember, there was very few, but a few people, they they sport their hairnets, you know what I mean? They'd walk around all day with a hairnet, you know, with a hairnet on. I thought that wasn't something that I would do, but I don't know. Some people did it. I remember I caught this guy one time. He pulled up 2 of my weed plants, and the way I caught him was that when he jumped the wall, he got his hairnet stuck on the clotheslines. You know, there were these 2 poles, one on each end with these metal cables going across them, and they had long screws in the end holding the cables. And when dude jumped over, the screw caught his hairnet, right? And he's the only one that used to come around my pad with a hairnet. And he had looked at my plants about 2 days before that, one day when we were going to the back room. And I told him, hey, homie, come over here, like to get him away from the plants, right? And 2 days later, my plants were gone, and I seen the hairnet hanging. I jumped over the fence, the wall, and I got the hairnet, and there was a pack of rolling papers on the floor. And it was open, and it had writing in blue pen, and when I got it, it had his name written right there, you know. It said Chep, MMV. It was my homeboy Memo's little brother. Yeah, anyways, he had to pay me for them plants. I went over there and I gave him back his stuff, and I told him where I got him from, and I lied. I said the neighbor seen him. The neighbor didn't see him, but yeah, he confessed to it. It was him. But yeah, goddamn hairnets, man, crazy. Anyways, this is just a short little video here. If you like, take the time in the comment section. Put something down that in the comment section that you remember. I don't mean like the usual, like the Pendletons or the Tangos. I mean things that we use that were that are obsolete now, completely obsolete. You don't see them at all anymore. But they were common back in the 70s, you know, if you were around that long. And really, I'm doing an undercover survey of how many 40 to 50 year olds I got out there. Hey, what did I tell you? Hear that? The tackle the paleta, man. It's time. Every time I stop to do a video, one pops out of a bush somewhere. Bleep, 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 bleep. They don't even come down the street or out of the damn driveway. They come out of bushes. They just like fucking tanks, and then beep, beep, beep down the street, man. I gotta film it one day for you. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to do a little light video, man. Just cut it up with my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, thanks for hanging in there with me and being patient with me. We're gonna get this rolling, don't worry. You're gonna see. We're gonna be popping pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and be careful till the next time. Stay safe, keep your head up, and stay free. Stay out here, man. Whatever it takes.